Hi everybody, and welcome to the Living Room series. If you don't know me already, I'm Bonnie, and I'm the music director at Unity Spiritual Center in Westlake, and this is Jerry. He's my partner in music and life, and Jerry has been making music at Unity Spiritual Center for next year. It will be 60 years, so feel free to all clap right now. But when we were all told that we were going to be doing services from home going forward, we brought home a lot of equipment, and we've been using it in the living room and really enjoying it. And early on we became very clear that this is what we're called to do, and it was a little bit of a stretch at first to say, yes, you can come into the living room, and we opened ourselves and we said we are willing, because music has such a way of touching people, and music is what we do and what we love, and it's easy for us. And so our intention with this series is just to give you a chance from your homes, wherever you might be, to sing some of the songs that you know and love that we sing at church, and to just hopefully create some peace and some joy and some fun for you. So we're just going to relax and have fun. Never know, the kitty may pop in and join us, but we're going to start. As I was thinking about what I wanted to do with this, I was thinking about the 5 basic unity principles that we talk a lot about at church. And the foundation of it all is the first principle: God, there is only one presence and one power, and God is everywhere present, and it is the force of love and wisdom that stands underneath all of us. And so I was thinking about the really powerful Daniel Nahmod song that we did fairly recently called One Power. And Daniel's a good friend of Unity Spiritual Center, and you can look at his music, nahmodmusic.com. But Daniel has written this song, One Power. Before I forget it, before I go any further, I want to say hi, Mandy. If you're watching us, we understand that you love our music, and so I hope you're going to have fun singing this. I just wanted to say hi and tell you in advance we really miss Mel Cecilia, our drummer, because we're just doing drum clicks and tracks, so we've had to be creative here. Anyway, One Power by Daniel Nahmod. The first part of why this song resonates so much with me is just that idea that I said, the first unity principle: there is only one power. I cannot be separated from God, and that has helped me a lot during these last few weeks. And the second part of it is that all around the world we're experiencing this together, and no matter what you call it, God or Buddha or Mohammed, it's just the same power. So Daniel Nahmod, One Power. Join me if you know the words. I hope you'll be singing wherever you are. There's one power, invisible, power. I love that song. The second unity principle is that we are, because there's only one power and we cannot be separated from God, that means that we are all deep inside of ourselves, we are divine and we are inherently good. And as we allow God to express in and through and as us, then we are all those qualities of God expressing. So during this time especially, again, it is a little bit hard to know this for ourselves, but as we do center into that awareness, I am divine. I'm not everything that God is, but everything that I am is God. And when I really truly know that, then I know that for you, and I know that about you. And that's the basis of oneness. And the next song that I'd like to do is a wonderful song that words and music by Michael Gott and Karen Drucker. There is only love. And this song talks about in this moment, again, staying present to this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. And letting fear and worry fall away from me, I can open my eyes and see that there is only love. Another way to say that, there's only God, only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There's only love. So hopefully you know this song as well. I'll get in the right key here. There's only love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me, I open my eyes and see there is only love. Look around where you are. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. And I asked Jerry to find some sounds that sound like a choir, because I want to feel all of you singing as we sing this around the world. There's only love. In this moment, in this place, I remember who I am. Letting fear and worry fall away from me, I open my eyes and see there is only love. There is only love. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. I'm going to take the ending. Love that heals, love that sets us free. There is only love. Wow, that's such a sweet song. Karen Drucker is also a good friend of Unity Spiritual Center, and she has a ton of fabulous music that you can find on her website, karendrucker.com. The third unity principle is about our thoughts. Our thoughts have a lot of creative power to kind of outpicture in our world, to determine, and we attract what's happening in our lives through that power of our thoughts. And so during these 4 weeks, I think it's been about 4 weeks now, we've been isolated at home and listening to the news, and so many things happening that cause it to be challenging to stay centered and stay focused. And yet I'm very, very clear how to quickly bring myself back. And it is through that feeling for me of just one power, just reminding myself I cannot be separated from God. So the good news is, even if it's hundreds of times a day, it's not like you get yourself in a great space and you're there forever. It kind of comes and goes, in and out, in and out. So just noticing that I'm not choosing thoughts that align with that knowing of God and of who I am, then I can choose again. I can always choose again. And so I love the song by Lucille Olson, Our Thoughts Are Prayers, because we're always praying, we're always thinking. And as you become conscious of what your thoughts are saying, then you know whether you're choosing thoughts that move you toward the truth of who you are or away from that towards fear. So we always get to choose what our thoughts are. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Be careful what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. I hope you'll sing it if you know it. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Be careful what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. That's all there is to it. Try it with me. Our thoughts are prayers, and we are always praying. Our thoughts are prayers. Be careful what you're saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. Now this time take ownership of it. We're going to sing My Thoughts Are Prayers. My thoughts are prayers, and I am always praying. My thoughts are prayers. Be careful what I'm saying. Seek a higher consciousness, a state of peacefulness, and know that God is always there. And every thought becomes a prayer. My every thought becomes a prayer. Jerry likes to say it like, get out of my own way. That was his white stone for the year, reminding himself to get out of his own way and let God express. And I've been thinking about it, the phrase that I read in a book by Joel Goldsmith, The Art of Spiritual Healing, I stand at the consciousness of my door and of my soul. And I'm the one that stands at the door of my consciousness. I said that backward. I stand at the door of my consciousness, and I get to choose what I let in and out. So that song is a really, really great reminder of that. Another thing that once you are in that place, or what gets in the way of that place so often is resistance. And we have to let go of things in order to move ourselves into that space where we can choose thoughts that align with the truth of who we are. We have to release limitations and fears. And so I know you all love the song Ricky Byers Beckwith, Michael Beckwith. They wrote, I release and I let go. And so this is a really important time to have that chorus in your head. I release and I let go. I let spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. So this is a great one to get stuck in your head. And anytime you catch yourself in those thoughts of fear and worry, you can stop and take a breath and say, wait a minute here, I'm going to choose again. And you can sing this song. This is a really great song. I release and I let go. I'll sing the first part. The chorus comes in later, and that's the part you know. There was a time in my life I thought I'd have to do it all for myself. Didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. Didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, if you are discouraged, struggling just to make it through We gotta get that chorus going a little bit faster. All right. And this is what you have to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. One more time. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. That's one of the things I've really had to learn to release is my perfectionism and always having it right, playing it right, and being perfect. And before we sat down to start, we said, you know, we're just open and to have this be fun. So I'm going to give this drum back to you. The fourth unity principle that is so important is prayer and meditation, and that is what keeps us centered into the awareness of the presence and power of God. And so many times through the day you may have to center yourself. It doesn't have to be a big long 30-minute time where you're meditating in the Om position. It can simply be, as Joanne says all the time, take a breath and just pause for a moment. And meditation can be as long or as short as you need it to be. But we're going to sing another Daniel Namod song that I love so much. We've done it many, many times, called When I Pray. So when I pray, I feel my heart going deeper into my God. I feel my heart go deeper into my God. Right here brings me to the present, right now, right where I am, wherever I am, I pray. And then when I pray, I feel my heart go deeper into my God. So please join me. I think you know this one. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. And so now just take a deep breath, and let's just take a short pause here as we do practice that prayer and meditation. It is so easy from this place of centering into God to just pause. So take a deep breath, knowing there is only one presence and one power expressing as God, and I am that power of God expressing. I cannot be separated from it. I cannot be separate from God. I am as God created me. And just rest for a moment in that silence. And so I take another deep breath. I come more deeply back into the awareness of this moment, remembering that I am as God created me. I am a light in this world. And I am so grateful that I can find my way back to this moment, this peace, as simply as that, taking a breath and centering into the awareness, being still for a moment, and coming back into alignment once again, moment by moment if necessary. And so it is. Amen. Jerry is so good at that. And so coming out of just that very short pause into, again, the awareness of the presence of God and that I cannot be separated. The breath of God, the very breath of God is breathing me. And my thoughts and my words and my actions, when I allow it, when I take the time to align myself as we just did, then every thought becomes a prayer, every word becomes an expression of who I really am. So here's a little chant by Ricky Byers Beckwith, the breath of God. This is so easy and it's just a great reminder. The breath of God is breathing me, and resting in the breath of God, I know that all is well. And you can, and we will, put any word in there you want. The grace of God, the joy of God, the love of God. But we're going to start with the breath of God. The breath of God is breathing me and resting in the breath of God. I know that all is well. It's just that easy. The breath of God is breathing me and good to take a moment and do that. And our fifth principle, it's not enough to know these truths. We have to live them. We have to live into them, as Joanne says. We have to practice them. So every week at Unity Spiritual Center, if you watch our Sunday service at 11, you're going to hear a spiritual practice. Joanne always makes us practice. And you can practice. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of focus. It's, again, not something that you get at once and then you're there forever like a college degree. It takes a lot of focus, but once you reach this place of spiritual understanding and you make that the focus of your life, there's no going back. You can't ever go back to not knowing it. So there's many ways that we are called to serve, to give, to be a blessing, to shine our light, and it is from the flow of all these 5 unity principles. First, knowing that there's only one presence, God, and that I am the Christ expressing, I am God expressing, and then knowing that we can choose our thoughts that help keep us in alignment. We can pray and meditate to bring ourselves to that place, and from that place then we often hear from those moments of silence what we are called to do. We hear the inspiration, we feel the pull of yes, this is mine to do. Doesn't always mean that we're going to jump up and down and say yes, I want to do it, but hopefully you come to the yes fairly quickly, and it is a joy for Jerry and I to do this music together, and this is our yes, so we hope that this has blessed you. We're going to end Living Room series today with the song Use Me by Michael Beckwith and Ricky Byers, and again, this is one that you hopefully know really well, and I'm going to do this one right. I'm going to turn on the magic rhythm box here. Oh, no, I'm not. Jerry gets to play the drums on this one. Sorry. Don't ever take my drums. And we have 107. All right. Here we go. Use me.
Oh
fun, and that you'll be able to go back and sing these songs and listen to it over again and find some comfort and joy. Please don't forget to join us and check out our website, unityspiritualcenter.com in Westlake, Ohio. There's so many activities and so many ways. Reverend Joanne and a lot of other creative people have said, yes, we can do this. We can continue to create community as we do so well. In the meantime, I miss all of you, I miss seeing your faces, but this is the next best thing. So go and be the light and find what you are called to be and allow God to express in and through and as you. And that is enough to change the world. Be well, be safe.